If you're deathly afraid of sharks, one might think the safest place to live would be the desert. Unless you were to buy this $50 million Palm Desert mansion, complete with a shark tank. Don't worry, it's safe. Just don't mistake the aquarium for one of the 3 swimming pools. Welcome to Shark Tank Mansion. This is one of the most spectacular estates built in the desert of all time. Due to the death of its builder and former owner, publishing and resort mogul Dwayne Hagedorn, the property has sold for $49.5 million. A sprawling mansion built into the mountainside overlooks Palm Desert from nearly 1,000 feet above the desert floor. Guy Dreyer, a Coachella Valley architect, designed the opulent estate with 3 pools, 7 bedrooms, 12 bathrooms, 6 kitchens, and countless over-the-top amenities. This price is basically the equivalent of owning your very own private resort in the desert, complete with a shark tank, waterfalls, pickleball court, and a private office straight out of Mad Men. It's a power office and definitely has a minibar, or a large bar. The home was already quite a pricey listing at $49.5 million, but that doesn't include a monthly HOA fee of $1,150 or the $386,696 paid annually in property taxes. And you know those are only going to go up every year. According to records, the multi-millionaire Hagedorn purchased the land for only $4.5 million back in 2007, and then commissioned Indian Wells architect Guy Dreyer to design an elaborate winter residence. He spent 32 months customizing the estate after the estate was completed. About 15 miles from Palm Springs, the estate is located in the Bighorn Golf Club, which has 2 18-hole golf courses, a spa, and a wellness center. Palm Desert is known for its ruggedly beautiful mountains and barren landscape, which surround the Shark Tank Mega Mansion. The entire space is open to the outdoors due to the floor-to-ceiling sliding glass walls. Some homes are like mansions, and then there are mansions like hotels, and we're talking 5-star hotels. Almost immediately, you can see that there is nothing ordinary about this estate, including the roof. 7.68 acres of land are occupied by the 2,667 square foot massive mansion. A Dale Chihuly sculpture in the living room and retractable walls around the outdoor space make this home stand out as a mansion of modernity. The mansion's massive owner's suite is an epitome of grandeur and elegance, with a large outdoor lounge area, private outdoor spa, fireplace, dual baths, and closets. Because there is ample space, a separate guest pavilion is built. In addition to the 4-bedroom suites, there is also an additional kitchen and a lounge area. Originally from Idaho, the former owner, Hagedorn, built a fortune as a newspaper publisher and by investing in tourism-focused real estate. He is often credited with turning his sleepy Idaho hometown into a major vacation destination by founding the Coeur d'Alene Resort. According to other reports, a Colorado-based firm that designed the facilities for the Beijing Olympics conducted a year-long wind study as part of the planning process while building the house. They built a model of the house with 135 sensors and tested it in a wind tunnel. Using the results, these structures were designed in such a way that at least half of the facility's windows can remain open and channel fresh air under any wind condition. In most of the mansion, doors are operated by Crestron smart home systems, but a few manual handles remain in the staff quarters. The entrance of this massive mega mansion is impressive, with a refreshing koi pond and soothing waterfalls adjacent to the garage and office. A 10-car garage and open-air elevator lead to the main house of the mansion. Additionally, it houses the mansion's master suite, a huge guest suite, and the aforementioned staff quarters. Pretty cool, but let's get to the sharks. The hallway to the dining room is enclosed in a giant aquarium on 3 sides with separate tanks for exotic fish and, yup, you guessed it, sharks. I have confirmed that the sharks did come with the property, assuming the new owner wanted them. The property has very few right angles, as you can see. In addition to the main building, there is a second structure that includes 4 enormous suites with titanium fireplaces, a lounge area, and a kitchen. Between these 2 residential structures, there are 3 interlocking pools, 2 of which have infinity edges, as well as more lounge areas, fire pits, and an outdoor kitchen. Next to the property, there is a large lawn and a pickleball court. Another structure, the James Bond private office, is located up a flight of stairs on the other side of the property. The structure is mostly encased in native rock, though the stone on top is faux. This is for weight considerations. A real estate agent involved with the deal believed that the $49.5 million price was simply replacement value. Replacement value meaning by the time you could buy a site and build what they built here, you would be into for as much as they were asking, or more. The buyer in the end was a high net worth individual and their family. Clearly, they were looking for a unique desert playground. There's no doubt, once you enter these gates, you're in a fantasy land, or a nightmare if you hate sharks. Let's check out this desert mansion in Utah now. It recently sold for $5.49 million. This modern mountain masterpiece sits in Cottonwood Heights and was also designed by renowned architect Guy Dreyer and built in 2015 on the 1.48-acre property in the prestigious gated community of Tavisi at the mouth of Big Cottonwood Canyon. Although this striking 9,900 square foot masterpiece has now sold, it was initially listed for $6 million back in September 2020, before dropping to $5.29 million in January 2021, ultimately selling for asking for $5.49 million. There is no doubt that this is the ultimate modern mountain desert home that will also inspire the appreciation of beauty in the new owner. They'll definitely enjoy the beauty of the pristine mountain ranges, nature, and sculptural excellence. Enjoy panoramic views of the city lights, canyons, and rock formations. In his approach to architecture, Dreyer creates stunningly beautiful structures that are incredibly functionally easy to live in and bring you closer to nature. Apparently, that dry desert air is good for the lungs too, once you get older. Hey, could be a great place to retire. The kitchen and great room are designed to have the indoor-outdoor living experience, integrating the stunning raw croppings into the indoor-outdoor living space. They can host large family dinners or spread out over multiple gathering spaces for entertaining. Infinity Edge outdoor pool and outdoor kitchen combine with large sliding glass doors to create a truly beautiful living experience. A double-sided shower, jetted tub, and private jacuzzi create an atmosphere of intimacy in the master suite. In the office, the new owners can enjoy the views and be inspired by these incredible surroundings. An intimate garden of glass with a waterfall opens up to the master suite's gym and yoga room, creating the perfect area for ultimate relaxation. I always find myself referencing James Bond films in these videos because, well, it's the essence of cool. This next multi-million-dollar mansion would be perfect for the fashionable Bond villain. It's a $3 million villain's lair in the desert. For too long, this desert dream house went unnoticed. When it was put up for sale by artist Beverly Doolittle and her husband Jay in 2014, after more than 5 years of building and refining it, it finally received some attention. Kendrick Bangs Kellogg, a super organic architect, immediately fell in love with the site when he first visited it. The prehistoric-looking entrance to this 10-acre estate in Joshua Tree, California, reveals a curved home perched on top of boulders. The couple gave him free rein to design and build this concrete, steel, glass, and copper house, which stands naturally on the rocky site and appears above like a rib cage. A medieval-looking portcullis adorns its front door. The ribbed roof overhead has no traditional windows. Instead, light streams through the gaps. The walls are embedded with boulders and rocky terrain. A waterfall trickles down the boulders in the master bedroom, which backs up to a hill. It is the combination of all these details that creates a unique sense of place both inside and outside. 225 acres of mostly underdeveloped desert, trinkets and treasures from around the world embedded in the walls, and thousands of cacti, flowers, and sculptures scatter throughout the grounds, some of which are esoteric, obscure, or just plain strange. As soon as the Doolittles left, they listed the house for $3 million. Christopher Dukes and interior designer Matthew Jacobson, a Facebook executive, are the proud new owners who intend to preserve it as a work of art, according to the New York Times. This is a truly impressive sculptural home, which was apparently inspired by everything from lotuses to onions to caterpillars in the dynamic way they unfolded on their surroundings. Simply said, this home is a masterpiece with its 26 cast concrete vertebrae that rise as columns and fan out into the roof. You can't miss it, especially in the desert. Back to Cali we go now. This $12 million desert mansion was once owned by the Ocean's 11 producer Jerry Weintraub. It will make your jaw drop. Jerry Weintraub managed Frank Sinatra and Led Zeppelin concerts before producing the Karate Kid and the Ocean's 11 series. There's no surprise then that Weintraub's vacation home in the California desert, which he owned until his death in 2015, was also a major production. In Palm Desert, the 9,152 square foot home has 6 bedrooms and 7.5 bathrooms in the exclusive golf community of Bighorn. The biggest attractions are the water features. A giant infinity pool extends from the foot of the bed to the floor of the master bedroom. That way, Weintraub was able to start his day and take a swim in the pool right away. In addition, there is a hidden lap pool on the side of the house that has a swim-up entrance to the master bath. 3 holes of the golf course can be seen from the edge of the infinity pool. Additionally, Weintraub improved the home's curb appeal with a waterfall. While coming up from the golf course with his friends, Jerry felt this hole needed a waterfall to complete the house and the approach. I'd say he was right. The interior of the home is also filled with glam touches, including sliding glass walls and a fireplace. One of the coolest interior features has to be the Oceans Club, a retro homage to the film franchise with a giant bar and screening room. Danny Ocean might say it was a steal at $11.9 million, as the home was originally listed for $16 million. A stunning property in Paradise Valley, Arizona is known as Dancing Light. It's worth over $15 million. Approximately 2.8 acres of the estate are devoted to 2 residences, one of which is the main house and the other is the guest house. The guest house has 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom, while the main house has 3 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms. Some of the property's features include floor-to-ceiling sliding glass walls that open this incredible room to the exterior patio, a pool strategically positioned to create a cooling effect in the great room, and a roof that appears to rise toward the mountains. It's a very cool look as a series of stacked boxes juts out of the hillside. It seems like the perfect place to kick back and relax. The home also features Gaggenau appliances, Vola kitchen and bath fixtures, as well as custom woodwork throughout. The property has been featured in numerous books and magazines and blogs, while also winning multiple awards. The home was built in 2016 and the property was listed for just under $6 million 2 years ago. The home is inspired by the desert form, indigenous materials, natural light, and views of the mountains. Walls of rammed earth, metal, concrete, and glass create a playful collection of organic forms within a natural desert setting, while visually articulating the use of the space. This home is distinguished by its floating roof canopy. This canopy balances the desire of the owner for both grandeur and coziness, starting low within the interior living spaces and rising dramatically toward the 180-degree mountain view. In order to allow the form and materials to take center stage, all lighting and mechanical devices are carefully tucked away within this feature. Interior spaces are arranged around an outdoor atrium to modulate daylight and breeze to provide natural indoor comfort. Stylish lighting and cooling systems have been incorporated into the interior, cleverly concealed within the organic-inspired design. concrete, metal, and glass counterbalance the earthy elements of the property's walls, with rammed earth walls referencing the home's desert location. With its strategically located pool and carefully articulated crevices, natural light continuously transforms the mood of this home. Occasionally, water-reflected light dances across the fractured planes of earth and wood, while other times it provides a zen-like calm. I guess that's why they call it dancing light. From light to dark, an eerie mansion sits between rock formations in Yucca Valley, California. The design idea is based on when you're in the desert, sunlight is often so bright that the only resting place for the eyes is in the shadows. Mark Atlin talked about his inspiration for building this second home in the desert near Joshua Tree National Park, saying that he set out to create a hideaway unlike any other in the area. A creative director for brands such as Comme des Garçons, Tom Ford, and Marc Jacobs, Atlin developed the Black Desert home. Although the price is unknown and is certainly in the $10+ million range. Searching for the right parcel of land began in 2008 for the project. Seeing the 2.5-acre lot, Atlin knew he had to have it. The home is located at the top of a long uphill driveway with almost 360-degree views from the top. Despite its beauty, the lot presented many challenges. It did not have water or sewer service. The electrical grid had to be extended to the site, and the remote location made it hard for trucks and equipment to reach. But despite his adversity, Atlin got the job done. Nothing a few million can't fix, am I right? Atlin refused to build in a traditional Pueblo or Mediterranean style, but envisioned a dark-colored house influenced by modernist design aesthetics. Made of glass and concrete and shaped like a wedge, in each room he wanted to highlight the natural beauty outside, which changes in color, shade, and light throughout the day. Even though the home was built on a virgin site, he still wanted to go with a minimalist approach. He was inspired by the Western American tradition of land art. Rooms are arranged in a linear sequence from the living room to bedrooms, with the kitchen and dining rooms in the center. The color of the house doesn't present an issue with the extreme heat of the desert because a large portion of the exterior walls incorporate high-performance glazing and the roof is white. The interior of the 3-bedroom, 2-bath home is U-shaped, with rooms situated at varying levels and surrounding a wedge-shaped inner courtyard, with a covered patio off of the kitchen and a swimming pool parallel to the bedrooms. Almost like a sleeping bag, the sunken living room has a back wall recessed into the hillside, and curtain windows provide unobstructed views of the desert vistas during the day, and a blanket of stars at night. While roaming through the desert, one might think this mansion is a mirage. For most pocketbooks, well, yeah, it might as well not exist. Due to the scorching heat and all, it seems unlikely that a luxury home could be found in the desert. It turns out, however, that the desert is a rather picturesque location for the rich and the famous. Open land, a blue-white sky, and a bar with an infinity pool, and you can truly feel free anywhere, I suppose.